Tonight, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Sacramento Condors. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted to about the 40-yard line. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And now his first throw of the night is hauled in. That's complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle they go. Darting. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Darted. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They're going to look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, Langford. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chip. His kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 96 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Up the middle they go. Darted, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 6. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for the 1st with Langford. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Langford again, a 1st down carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Langford. And no signal yet. I don't think he got it. Mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Langford. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. This complete to Langford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Darted. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. On 2nd down now. Darted. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, darted, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us, looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, darted, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Powering forward. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that their own by the time this game is over.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. The Panthers looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. 31-24, the final score. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The give to Langford up the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Come on. Hit. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play, they'll break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Zimmerman. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Elks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook.
A 7-play drive all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Langford up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll run on 1st down. Darted. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Up the middle they go. Darted. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And even with the missed field goal that we just saw, they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th-quarter deficit.
And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Zimmerman. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Second and 4.
Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
This is Langford. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They run with Langford, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns, 1:52 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll look to throw here. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Harris.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Salt Lake City, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.